Hey there, Taurus. Come on in. Welcome to my handle. We're going to be getting into it today. We're going to find out what's up in the next few weeks. End of February, end of March 2026. If you have Taurus in your chart somewhere, somehow, it should resonate with you somehow. That's the point. I've already called in everybody's ancestors, spirit guides. Your whole team is in the house with me. Just know it. Epiphany. Self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. Somebody's going to be or had an epiphany, or that's what it's about, okay? That's where we're coming from. Then we have consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals, the rippling water effect of our choices. There's always a good and a bad in everything we choose. That's why we got to do the best we can. Today, good vibes now and in the moment. Very cool. This is crowning you for the next couple weeks. I like it. You should be having a good day. Maybe you're celebrating somebody's... Oh, you know what? We're going to be coming into... Well, we have Pisces and then we have Taurus. So, all right. Maybe you're celebrating somebody's birthday. Boundaries. Disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. Somebody's had it. They're crossing, somebody's crossing lines here, and the boundaries need to be made and discussed, and whatever that is, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Somebody's defending themselves. Somebody was disrespectful. Enough is enough. Established, settled, secure, and wealthy. Yeah, this is about stability, you know, being established. I like it, Taurus. Or that's what it's about. All right. Hi, everybody. Popping in and out. Let's see what's up for you guys. Come in, my pretties. Sit down. Take action. Epiphany. Somebody had an epiphany, self-reflected, answered questions, or untapped talents. Okay, something about that epiphany. There was action taken. Okay, because it's in the past to present, or that's what it's about. Show me what I need to see. I need more of the vibe before I get into my tarot. Consequences to everything. These consequences to bad choices, the games, the mixed signals. Show me. They're taking their time coming out. And I know Taurus is a patient sign, very grounded. Maybe you've been patient. In your feels. Consequences, mixed signals is somebody feeling emotional right now. Are you emotional in your feels about these bad choices and decisions? I feel like they go on and on and on, right? It's in the ethers came out first. Something about today, now, and being in the moment. This is crowning you for the next few weeks anyway. We know it's not your birthday, but something about living in the moment. You know, maybe it's someone else's birthday, but it doesn't have to be a birthday just because there's a cake on the card, right? But there's good vibes. I like it. Vacation or holiday. I wasn't going to take this card. I'm going to take it, I guess, because I already said it. But hope, fear, challenge, and homework, boundaries. Somebody's had enough. Somebody's had enough. Somebody, you know, maybe they need a vacation or a holiday, right? Maybe they need to get away. It's about being settled, secure, and or wealthy. One more and we can move on. Outdoors. Okay, something about outdoors. We're still in winter where I live. There is ice fishing going on. There's a lot of snowmobiling, skiing, and all of that. But maybe it's telling some of you you need to get outdoors or something. But whatever it is, okay, we're going to get deeper. Hopefully we'll get more on that anyway, right? Because that's the point. You know. All right. Show me what I need to see for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Six of Swords, Page of Wands. Somebody took action. They had an epiphany. They got out of the rough waters or the storms. Somebody took action in the past. Hi there. Well, if it's redirected, then I'm glad because there was a reason for it. Page of Wands, in your feels, consequences. Yeah, somebody had some piss and vinegar under their belt, some spontaneity maybe. It's a page, so could it be, you know, a child? We're all somebody's child. But this page, you know, I feel is looking ahead. It's looking towards the sun, right? But there's consequences there. People are feeling emotional. They're feeling their bad choices, maybe, or seeing them. Three of Pentacles reversed. It's in the ethers. Eight of Cups down. Yeah, I don't, whatever it is, we have today, like the good vibe card, right? Now, in the moment, being grounded and all of that, which you're really good at, right, Taurus? But whatever that is, it's not going anywhere. Something's in the ethers about today, though, however. So, you know, what are we planting that's going to come to harvest soon to come? And we got to continue this throughout the year, right? The wheel of the year. So we're always coming into something. Yeah. But I feel like there it was dried up mud. Look at the fields that were plowed behind him, right? That's not lush, that's not good nutrient kind of, you know, but something is in the ethers out of that, right? Dealing with things, dealing with the heavy emotions. Yeah, vacation or holiday. Disrespectful. Somebody's very disrespectful. They've absolutely had enough. And hope, fear, challenge, or homework, I think, is getting away from it all and just taking a little time maybe to recoup, right? Balance again, right? Fool down, outdoors. Fool reverse tells me, you know, not to take any risks right now, possibly. About being settled, secure, or possibly wealthy. Don't take any chances. Something about outdoors. Somebody find something outdoors? Four Swords down, yes. Page of Pentacles down. Somebody had to get out. They were very, very unhealed. And they took action to get out of that, you know, they recovered, right? But this is in the past. I feel like it's already, you know, but they recover. That's what they chose. It was an independent energy. Sorry, it's coming through quick all of a sudden. Slow it down. Page of Pentacles down. Yeah, we know the dried up mud over here with the Three of Pentacles down. Well, they were planting black magic all along, so that land is like cursed, right? That was cursed land now. We can't plant it anymore. We got to, you know, move on and figure it out, right? Somebody's in their feels. They're very emotional right now. Three of Wands up here. This is waiting on your harvest. I like it a lot. I like it. Dead center in the reading. Waiting for your harvest. Like, you know, it's not good here, but it's good over here. Good vibes now in the moment. Three of Pentacles. Did I kick this? I don't know if I did. I might have. Temperance reversed, yeah. Again, another card just explaining how imbalanced and unhealed. Somebody had enough. I feel like they really needed to, right? But it's also the hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Healing from all those things, you know, all the heavy, you know, letting it out. Make your boundaries, do what you need to do, right? Get outdoors if you're able. Some people are not able, but if you can get to a window, hopefully a sunny window, but anything will do, you know, and just kind of listen to nature for a while. Literally. We don't do that anymore. We need to. 7 of Cups. Established. Somebody's guilty AF with this Fool card down. They're not so innocent after all, right? They were causing illusions and distractions, right? But I also see that, you know, you have a lot of options in front of you, Taurus. You know, look at what all those cups are full of, you know, there's the castle, there's the dragon, there's the heart, the wreath, the, you know, so you have all these options going on, you know, but technically, I think getting outdoors is your best bet. And some of you really do love it because, you know, being a Taurus, a lot of you are very, very earthy, right? It's just natural to you. It's telling you. Maybe some of you haven't been because it's winter, you know? But just wear your layers. I'm from New England. When it's really cold, we put our big jackets on. Big deal. Nor'easter, you know? We put layers on. You do have a lot of options on your plate. I feel like you are established or secure, a lot of you, you know, but you're thinking of more. You're thinking of you know, the future, moving on, right? What's coming? Those ships coming in that harbor there are probably the Amazon drivers. You're waiting on your packages. I don't know. 6 Cups down. Queen of Swords down. 5 of Wands down. There's a lot of bad memories here. Somebody took action from the trauma, from possible abuse, PTSDs, CPTSDs. So on the other hand, I feel like somebody needs to heal their inner child. It's about recovery, right? And we know somebody already has recovered, and now it's about our own, or something of that kind, right? Somebody hates this. They're very mean-spirited, very bitchy, maybe, rude, arrogant, hateful, planting shit, trying to look ahead. There's consequences to everything. This is why we need to be in the present, in the moment, right? Because there's consequences to everything. 5 of Wands down. Competition's over. Something's in the ethers. Looking ahead, waiting on your harvest. Stay in today, right? It's caused a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, you know? There was a lot of fighting in the past, a lot of whatever that was. Oops, hold on. 2 of Swords. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that went down the wrong pipe. 2 of Swords, literally. I'm feeling the very literal meaning of the card. And being at a crossroad decision. You know, vacation or holiday. Should I go? Should I not? There's boundaries. You know, it's about everything or whatever getting in balance. Right? Something about that nature. Something about nature. You know. Well, when you have decisions and you know you know, whatever we're dealing with, where people were not in the moment at the time and causing whatever grief and chaos or whatever that was about, you know, if we know that has consequences, then we know consequences about this over here. So if we make this decision, you do the best you can. No could-haves, no would-haves, and no should-haves, and no regrets. First and foremost, right? You come to what it is. A lot of people hate that saying, it is what it is. But you know what? I'm sorry, but it is what it is in the very absolute, or something like that. Something like that. I feel like there was a lot of destruction, a lot of immaturity. People need to raise their vibe. Get the hell over the past, man. We're not in the past, we're in now. We're not in the future, we're in now. Right? One more card, please. Five of Pentacles. There's that disappointment. There's that ostracizing, feeling left out. Look at, he's got crutches. It could be a disabling situation, right? It's definitely winter in the card, as it is here still. Hello, everyone. Hi. You know? Or it's about the person that was ostracized, you know? The illusions that were cast. People are not so innocent after all. And it does have to do with wish fulfillment deep down, right? Make your wishes. When you manifest from your heart of hearts with no harm to none. Period. That's, you know, and then feel it. All right, we're going to get deeper still. That was pretty deep, but we're going to go deeper. Ay, 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 ay. You know, when I look at this Two of Swords, and I said the literal meaning is the crossroad decisions, right? And then usually a lot of times I say, because look, she can't see, she's got a blindfold on, right? So when you can't see, what are you forced to do? Use your instincts, right? What do you feel? What's your gut telling you? What do you see? What do you hear? Get outdoors, listen for the signs, look for signs, be open to the signs, but whatever it is in your feelings, right, of these, you do the best you can is what it comes down to. Seven of Pentacles down. I feel like these are investments that we really didn't want, or what? Again, somebody didn't want these investments or this garden. They didn't want their fruit. They didn't want their crop. They're going away from troubled waters. Somebody had an epiphany about this, right? About how unhealed and imbalanced the structure is, because fours, you know, are all about the foundations. Yeah. All right, so moving on. I need a bunch of cards, please, Spirit. Something's in the ethers, but you got to stay in the now. Queen of Cups down. They're against the sweetheart, or very hateful of this person. But somebody's very emotional about this at the same time. This could be a child. Somebody's child. Maybe we're against this, but we need to go forth. We don't really want to, even though we want to, because it's wish fulfillment. I mean, now I'm getting mixed signals. Where was that mixed signal card? Did I have it here? Mixed signals. Consequences. Bad choices. I knew I felt those mixed signals because I'm getting them. Four of Swords. Recovery. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody's recovered. This is crowning you. It's about healing. Damn it. Something's in the ethers from the shit that they planted. The crap that they planted. Wow. I need a bunch. I keep saying that and they keep giving me like one at a time. Sometimes I need to look ahead, you know, to feel out the card before I know what I mean. Thank you, Spirit. Temperance reverse. Ding, 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 ding. We got one here and one here. They're both reversed. The Lovers reversed. Yggdrasil reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. You don't know what Yggdrasil is the pagans. I'm using my pagan deck now. We switched over. And I'm watching the Vikings. I know I've been saying this in a lot of my videos. It's coming out. I did this kind of purposely anyway, right? But I'm watching this movie Vikings, like the series. I haven't seen it in many moons, you know? So it's kind of new all over again, you know, with Ragnar and Lartha and Floki and Rollo, you know? But anywho, so the pagans, now, to this is the Nine of Pentacles, right? Which technically means abundance, but to the pagans, the abundance card, I believe it's an ash tree. What they said in the movie. I thought it was oak, but if anybody knows, let me know. But I think it's ash now. But anyway, they used to believe this giant tree that they found, right? Wherever this tree was the biggest tree they ever seen. And they believed that this tree held the sky up, the spirit, you know, but it wasn't just holding the sky up, it was representing absolutely everything. It was the breathing, the spirituality, the abundance of creation. It was absolutely everything. It wasn't just material. Okay. But here it is about poverty. It is about lack. It is about, you know, they need to heal so bad, you know, is what I like badly, whoever this is representing. Okay. And I hope I explained that right to people. But anyway, yeah. Don't really, dealing with the storms on this vacation or this holiday, just make your boundaries, you know. I feel like you're going towards boundaries, but make your own as well, right? The Lovers reverse, the Fool, yeah, nobody, you know, the Lovers is a choice card. And when it's reversed, it's chosen we don't want it, right? So it's either an X or we just don't care about this union. Somebody is secure. It's going towards the outdoors. Something's towards the outdoors. Settled, secure, and wealthy. Okay. So, yeah, that choice is made. That's what I feel. You know? Well, if enough is enough, it would make sense. Because obviously somebody chose not to deal with that shit anymore. King of Pentacles and the Sun. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, this King of Pentacles, however, planted shit. It was dark. Somebody has a dark side. It was not, you know, there was something there. There was something, it was shit. I don't know how else to say it. That's what I'm feeling. The Sun with 3 of Wands. Very cool. I love it, Taurus. Yeah. Moving ahead. Vacation or holiday, right? There's some good times ahead of you. Looking ahead. Waiting on spring. Waiting on the sun. Oh, the sun's already shining, you know. It already is. It's a choice. Sorry to say. I believe the sun is out, even if it isn't. But anyway, so it's about growth. It's about movement with this Chariot too. Somebody could be traveling for vacation, or something like that. Whatever. But if I do get that Chariot energy in that Sun card, the Chariot technically is a positive omen, right? It's a victory card. It's about victory and journey and moving on, and you know. We don't really want to deal with the imbalance of everything. You know, this is the hard part, the hope, the fear, the challenge, all of it, homework, you know, while you're on the holiday. Okay, so what it's telling me is they're going towards whatever this is on the holiday. They don't really want to. There's a lot of illusions here. Things are not what they seem. Discernment is always key. I always say that on my channels. Discern everything. Question everything. right? And we're learning this more and more as we, the times, all right. So anywho, Page of Wands with Seven of Cups, yeah. This page, this child, oh, by the way, ding, 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 because this Page of Wands, I feel, is the same one. And this one is towards the illusion, right? Got some piss and vinegar under their belt about this illusionary delusion or whatever that is. Something about the outdoors. That they're standing strong. They know they're not wanted. They were excluded, see? They were left out. They were ostracized. There were obstacles put in their way so they couldn't continue, right? It's very disappointing. It's very sad, but it's the truth. It is what it is. There's that it is what it is again. People don't like it. Too bad. It is what it is. High Priestess down. Sorry, but we got to be real here. We got to be real. Six of Cups down with the High Priestess down. Yeah. There's trauma there. This High Priestess here, this person could be a psychic medium, a tarot reader, it could be all of the above, a mystic, whoever, right? There's trauma here with this person. Somebody took action. I feel like this person, this High Priestess, could have been the one possibly that took action. This is all the same column because they knew what they planted was dark. They didn't want it. It's a very independent energy. I'm feeling like a gang of people or a group, at least, a coven. Could be a cult. But I'm feeling coven at least. All right, somebody's very bitter, very hateful. Queen of Wands. Yeah, this person's a witch. This Queen of Wands is a witch. Queen of Swords down. Oh, okay. Because she's looking at her. All right, so the Queen of Swords down. Whoever's bitter and hateful and in that mean girl energy crap, this witch, it's behind her. She's taking charge. She's looking ahead. She's bold. She's dealing with it, right? In charge of it. King of Pentacles. Could be very stubborn, very greedy, right? And hateful. Of the Queen of Cups, High Priestess down. Energy. I can't make this up. Death card. It's over. This chaos is over. Enough. Too much. I feel overkill. I get that a lot in certain readings with this energy. There was overkill. It's about change and metamorphosizing, right? There was exposure here possibly with the sun. When the sun's out, there's no shadow. The sun's shining. It's about change. There's a group of people here. I told you. A coven. They're at a crossroads, vacation or holiday. This is another victory card, however. So you're on the right track. You may be wondering about it, or this may be like a big thing for you, or maybe, it depends on where you are in the story, but it's telling you to go for it from what I see. The sun technically is a big old yes, when it's upright. And when it's reversed, I look at it like maybe a delay, but it's still a yes card. I thought I dropped one, but I guess not. One more, please, and we can move on. Hi, everybody. Popping in and out. Good to see you. I'll answer you. I gotta see your names here. Rathish. Oh, yeah. Hi. Didn't you ask me this question before? If you're going to find your life partner this year? Was that you? I'll give you a card on it. Hold on, I'm going to get one here. Yes, I thought so. What did I tell you? See, I remember. Queen of Swords, by the way. Ding, 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 ding. Queen of Pentacles. We got the King and Queen. We could be talking about karmics. We could be talking about divine partners. We could be talking about, you know, anything of that kind. I'll pull one in 1 second. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm going to hold it. I'll give you a card. You're going to find your life partner this year. Judgment reversed. Somebody's not awake. 5 of Wands. There's competition. Or something. There's some sort of chaos around something and bad judgment. Whatever that means. One more. Woo! Taking the one on the bottom. King of Cups down. I feel like somebody's very, very immature. Or being immature. They're not really in good judgment. And I don't know. I don't know if this is you or them or who, but I'm pretty sure the last time I answered your question, it was a yes, and now I'm not sure how things change. Is something I don't know. I'm not sure. Because the 5 of Wands is a very, you know, doesn't meld well kind of energy. Maybe I should ask yes or no. Yeah, see? Here's a yes. Like double yes, actually. That's confusing. Whoever this is, you might be actually getting involved with somebody that's like a twin flame. You know? This is why it's so, you know, hard. I don't know a ton about twin flames, but I know a little bit. A lot of you can look into it, you know? Do your own research and make up your own minds. Yeah, I think so. It's going to ultimately be your choice. But if you like to fight and you like to feud but if at the same time, I mean, you got to listen to your own gut too. So that's what I got for you. I'm out with it. I you know, back to the reading for everybody else. I'm sorry. That's what I have. This Queen of Swords with this disappointing energy, you know, has something to say about this being ostracized or left out, maybe, or maybe she doesn't have, or maybe, you know, should she be pushed kind of thing, you know. I'm not sure how that's going to be. I do feel like this Queen of Swords has some piss and vinegar under her belt, you know, with these cards here. But this illusion that people are in, I feel like this Queen of Swords is really letting them, you know, standing up for what she believes in, he or she, whoever that is. Okay. Now I'm going to give you an eternal crystal. We're going to move on. You're very welcome. I'm going to say yeah. And that's it. That's it. No more. Eternal crystals. You might want to carry a piece on your person for the next few weeks. Taurus. I think that one was first, actually. Angelite. Nice. It's about your angels. Number 2. Throat and crown chakras. All right. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies should you need to. It is a very beautiful, like powder blue, maybe even like a periwinkle blue and white. Anywho, you have been drawn to the Angelite because the angels want you to know that they love you and would like to communicate with you on a more regular basis. Your angels send you messages and signs to let you know that they're there with you. So look for them. You may find a white feather or a coin or with a significant year on it. Or you may see a bird, a butterfly, a dragonfly, which hovers near you or tries to get your attention. Know that you're not alone. The angels in the universe will provide all that you need. All you need to do is ask and have faith. Talk to your angels by asking and praying for whatever it is that your heart desires. It's easy to talk to your angels. Just, you don't need to speak out loud. You can talk to your angels in your mind at any time, in any place. Angelite is also a crystal for communication. It helps you to speak your truth. If you have something important to say, your angels can help you communicate the right words with love and compassion. I like that. Looks like someone's going on holiday. This deck does take reversals, okay? The Metal King reversed, number 37. I'm going to show it to you upright, but it is a challenger. All right, yeah, look at, he's all armored up. It's about discipline, armor, and boundaries. Ding, 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 ding. Be mindful of codependency and enmeshment when Metal King comes as your challenger. He's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you may be around other people. Do you pick up on their feelings like a sponge? Do you feel like you need to heal them so that you feel better? Get grounded, be clear about your own personal boundaries, and restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help with others, in to help without being asked. Okay, let me say that again. Be clear about your own personal boundaries and restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help without being asked. Okay. This is also a warning against formally unhealthy relationships in any area of your life. All right. Discipline, my friends, discipline. Give you a few of these. Okay. Can barely even touch these. We got 3 of clubs, 5 of spades. Well, that was weird. My door just opened and no one's here. My cat just did. I'm sorry, that just scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, I paranormal investigate, right? I do on the side, and I'm a screamer every time. I love doing it, but I'm a screamer. It's freaky. Sometimes I feel a little, it depends on everything. Anyway, 3 of clubs, 5 of spades, ace of spades, king of hearts, 8 of diamonds. So you're going towards something that you really care about. There's a lot of good trees. I feel like, there is good health being represented here. However, I don't know if that's you or them, but it is being represented. You can avert the evil spells, right? Words or witchery. You can avert spells or literal spells, right? There is a beginning here. There is flattery, there's love, and if you're going to be in your feels and emotional, then I feel like you're going towards something that means a lot to you wherever you're going on vacation or holiday. So I feel like it's a good move. You're on the right track. It's telling you to go for it. It's telling you to face whatever it is. Just be cool and stay grounded, because that's what you're best at, right? So use your superpowers, Taurus. You may need to. I'm going to give you a rune and we'll close this out. I don't know if you can hear my kitty in the sandbox right behind the phone here, but he's using his potty. The ritual of water. The druids bless your aura with a protective ring, whispering prayers over water and holy springs. Let the waters cleanse your heart. It will be cleansing. It might be difficult, but it'll be cleansing. Carry Larimar crystal for happy confidence and clear communication. That's on the bottom there. There's a lot to marinate on, my pretties. A lot to marinate. For somebody, this is big. Maybe not for everybody, but for somebody, it is. These are your messages, Taurus. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And be a good human. Thank you. Again, all of my newer watchers, newer subscribers, and of course, my returning watchers. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't waste my time. And I really do appreciate it. So thank you. I'll be back soon with some more messages.